Hi everyone and welcome to Sorrel Beya Yoga. I know last video I said, hey, I'm going to be on top of this, and yeah, that didn't happen. Life happened, and here we are though. And yeah, I'm inside, which is a little different. I'm used to being outside with the grass underneath my body, and I love that feeling with the sunshine on my skin. But unfortunately, here in the desert, it's a little too spicy for me out there right now. So for a little bit, we're going to be indoors. And today is going to be an all levels morning flow to get the body moving, full body. Anybody can do this that wants to. And I highly recommend having 2 blocks, but you do not have to. And whatever else you need, some extra padding, because we will be doing stuff on our knees. If you have your dog, bring your dog, let them join. If you have your mom, bring your mom, let them join. If you have your kiddo, bring your kiddo, let them join. Let's have some fun. So go ahead and start on your back in just a regular shavasana, unless that is in a place that feels comfortable or promotes relaxation for you, then come to another shape, whether that's seated or on your belly. And we're going to do a little breath work, but before we do that, I'm going to read to you a quote by James Baldwin that has been just really, I don't know, permeating throughout my mind and my thoughts, my dreams for days now, and I have to talk about it. So get settled in wherever you're at, letting the rest of your day, the rest of your week, what has happened, what will happen, what is happening, let it all go and just be here. Just with the breath, noticing where it's at in the body right now. If it's up in the throat, behind the collarbones. Maybe it's deep in the rib cage, already tapping into that diaphragmatic breath work. And then notice, by just already bringing your attention and your awareness to the breath, it begins to deepen and lengthen. Here we go. To be sensual is to respect and rejoice in the force of life itself, and to be present in all that one does, from the effort of loving to the breaking of bread. How do you rejoice in the force of life itself? How are you present? What ways, and in what other ways maybe, can you find more effort of loving? When I brought this up to one of my friends, she brought up a very good point of, by sharing quotes from people who were so big in history, it's almost like, okay, well, what am I doing to not only relish in their words, but also to adopt ways of what they represented? So him being an activist for, equal rights and all sorts of other amazing things. How am I doing that in my life? How am I being an activist for people, for myself, for different populations, for the high schoolers that I work with? And so maybe for you, in what ways can you be an activist in your life and the people around you? So staying here on your back, taking one more deep breath in through the nose. Open your mouth, let it go. We're going to do one more, but I want you to inhale just halfway. Pause. Inhale all the way. Pause. Open your mouth, let it all go. Hold the breath out at the bottom with a breath retention, kumbhaka, and then breathe naturally. Start to rub the palms together to make a little heat, placing them over the eyes, opening and closing, adjusting back to the light. And then drawing the knees into the chest, we're gonna go right into some big rocks, coming up into a comfortable seat. Here we go. And once you're here, interlace your hands behind your head. Start to press the elbows back, lift the heart, lift the chest. And then you're gonna start to bring your right elbow over to the left, round in. Inhale, press right elbow back. Exhale, left elbow goes to the right. Go with the breath. Inhale. Exhale. In. Out. One more round. In. Out. In. Out. In, press both elbows back. And then cacti the arms, spread your fingers. Lift the chin, lift the gaze. Hold the shoulder blades closer together as if you're holding a pencil. And then lift the elbows a little taller. Navel draws back. 3, 2, 1. Close the arms, start to work out the wrists here. Always protect your wrists. And then start to move to your tabletop position. Taking a few rounds here of our cat-cow. Inhales, lift the heart. Exhales, round. Lifting. Rounding. Maybe adding in some little spinal rolls or whatever organic movement is really good for you. And one more round, full inhale and exhale. And then coming back to that tabletop, we're going to lower all the way onto our belly, taking the fingertips off your mat, elbows up. Inhale, taking a wide cobra. Maybe taking the feet as wide as your mat or wider. Exhale, lower, head is last. 2 more rounds. Inhale, lift, head is first. Exhale, head is last. Inhale, lift, head. Exhale, lower. Inhale, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog, pedal it out. And we're just going to get right into it so that way it's a shorter, sweeter flow that maybe you're doing before work or on your break. Or who knows, maybe you're not even practicing in the morning and you're doing this in the afternoon or the evening. That's fine too. So really pedal it out. Spread your palms, draw shoulders away from the ears, belly towards, or heart towards your thighs, belly towards your thighs. Inhale, we're going to roll forward, high plank. If you need to come onto your knees, please come onto your knees. Exhale, lower down anyway onto the belly. Inhale, peel up, baby cobra, pressing into the toenail side of your feet. Palms can be down or lifted. And press up, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Last one. Inhale again, come forward, high plank. Once again, your choice, come onto your knees and then lower down or just lower down. Inhale, lift baby cobra or maybe moving into your up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths, deep inhales, long exhales. Knowing if you need to take a generous bend in the knees, allowing the hamstrings to warm up, and being mindful of the elbows, especially if you're hypermobile, little bends in the elbows are encouraged. Inhale, come forward, tabletop. Making sure that if you need extra padding underneath the knees, please get that. I have double mats going on here. So from here, you're going to plant the palms to the right leg back. Notice we don't want the legs super lifted so that the hips are open, hips are square. You're driving through that back heel, magnifying belly button towards spine, so strong core. Stay here. Inhale, sweep left arm up, opposite arm, opposite leg. Thumb facing up like you're going to shake somebody's hand and just holding. Finding this nice lift in the back body. Breathe. Bringing left hand back down. Start to lift up onto the right fingertips. So now we're doing same hand, same foot. And then start to lift the right hand up, balance. It's hard not to let that hip open. I am not managing to do it perfectly here either. But now our same side is lifted. Keep driving through the back heel some more. Maybe feeling a little shaky, that's okay. Balance and breathe. Right hand down. Opposite side, left leg lifts. Square the hips. Good. And then really lifting using your left glute. Stay here, right hand sweeps up, thumb facing up. Gaze is down towards your bottom hand, not cranking the neck up. Relaxing the back of the neck and head. Strong core. Just feeling already that thought buzz, that inner heat happening here. And just these longer holds. Release right hand down. Come up onto left fingertips. Stay here, start to float your left hand up. So now we have the same leg, same hand on this side. Doing our best to not let the left hip open up too much. Hips are both trying to aim towards the mat beneath you. Same thing here though, fire up that back body, that left glute, lots of lift. Angle the left toes down and release. Press back, big toes together, knees wide, child's pose. Rocking forehead side to side. Keep it active, so elbows are lifting, maybe you're even pressing just into the fingertips. Try to breathe into the back body as well as the side body and the front body here. Inhale, gaze forward. We're going to slither all the way onto our belly. And then you're going to, this pose always makes me laugh, but I really, really love it. So from here, you're going to extend both hands out in front of you. And then you're going to bring your left ear to your left arm. Roll onto the left side of your body. And stay here or start to lift the right leg up. And then bend the knee, right hand, or if you have a strap, catches your right foot or right big toe. So same hand, same foot. And then maybe start to kick it up. If you're just kind of lounge in here like you're modeling, trying not to fall over. You can lift your head if you like, maybe even propping your head up. And just enjoy it. Try not to roll behind you. Strong core, find your balance. And if you roll, that's okay. Just roll on back over. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, come up. We're going to do the opposite side. Roll onto your belly. Rolling onto the right side. So right arm is reaching up overhead. Ear is down on the right arm. Left leg lifts up. Maybe you bend the knee to catch the foot or the big toe. And you start to straighten as much as feels good for you without falling backwards or forward as I fall. And you can come up onto your elbow if that feels good. And just find a little modeling place here. Getting a nice stretch in the hamstrings as well as firing up that core for 3, 2, and 1. Coming back onto the belly. Inhale, press up, tabletop. Lift the heart, lift the chest. Exhale, round, reconnect. Downward facing dog. Gaze forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift, fingertips to shins, nice flat back. Hips pressing back, maybe even a little bend in the knees. And then draw the shoulders away from your ears. And then pull the belly button up. Inhale, rise up, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, we're going to catch opposite elbows, side bend towards the right. Keeping the hips as square as possible, so that left hip's going to want to draw back, pull it forward, but at the same time, draw left elbow back and gaze goes up to the left. So you have two opposite movements happening here. And then inhale back through center. Exhale, elbows go to the left. Right hip, so the opposite hip draws forward, but the right arm draws back. Gaze goes up. And if you're confused, we'll get there, I promise. And come back through center, little back bend. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold, plant the palms, step back, take a flow here if you'd like, or just step back to your down dog. 3 breaths, so listening to your body, whatever it means. And if you're like, Sorrel, I have no idea what a flow is, just do the worm and then press back to your down dog. We'll figure it out. We'll get there together with what a flow is in another video. Once you're in your down dog, deep breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. And tabletop. Okay, from your tabletop here, trying to figure out which way to face. I think I'm going to face towards you guys so you can see me. So first, though, you're going to take your right leg back, so you're in a 3-legged table. Then you're going to kick it out to the side, but notice if you start to lean a lot into that left side and the left elbow starts to bend, press through that left arm just as much as you're pressing through the right. Good. Hold it here, right foot's out to the side, and then drop it down. And we're going to play here 3 rounds of pressing the hips back for a variation of a child's pose with 1 straight leg. And then inhale, maybe rolling forward. Exhale back. You can come as far forward as feels good for your body. Going with the breath. 1 more round. Exhale back. Pausing here, pressing the hips back, feeling that stretch in the right leg and the hamstring here. Stay up on the fingertips and stay just like this, or start to float both hands up. For 3, lift the thumbs. 2, soften the face. 1, hands down and fold. Feel the breath. Feel the body. Feel how good it is to be alive right now. You're doing amazing. And I'm so happy that you're here with me today. From here, you're going to crawl your hands over towards your straight leg and then lift the toes up. You can stay just like this or start to bend into that knee and then straighten. Bend and straighten. That's up to you. I'm a person who likes to play with moving, but you can hold longer if you like those longer static holds. And then we're going to crawl our hands back to the front of the mat. Lift our right leg back up out to the side and then send it back, 3-legged table. Exhale, tabletop. Deep breath in. Exhale out. Inhale, left leg lifts behind you and then kick it out to the side. Remember that if you're bending a lot into the opposite arm and kind of collapsing, press through it. Lift the leg higher, you got this. And then set it down out to the side, so 1 leg is straight. 3 rounds of pressing back, and then inhale, rolling forward. And once again, you can come as far forward as you'd like, or not. Maybe you don't go forward at all today, and that's okay. And then you're going to press the hips back, stay up on the fingertips. Feeling that stretch now on the left side, left leg, Stay here, start to float both hands up. Reaching crown of head forward, belly button draws up, thumbs lift. Engaging the shoulder blades in the back body, the arms. 3, 2, 1. Hands down, maybe forehead comes down or towards the mat. If it doesn't touch, that's okay. Maybe even slide a blanket underneath the head or a block. Slow back out the heart rate. Feel the ground beneath you. Feel how held you are here. And then start to walk your hands over towards your straight leg. Same thing, we're gonna lift our left toes up, stay here, or start to plant the foot down as you bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. Bend and straighten. And then crawl the hands back forward, lift left leg up, three-legged table. Exhale, release, child's pose, or any other pose that promotes a steadiness, a steady rhythm back in the body. One more breath. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Exhale, downward facing dog. So we're going to move through a little flow here, kind of fast. And then we're going to get right into our cool down, and that will be our flow for today. Yay. Gaze forward, step or hop to the front of your mat. Halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise up, reach up. My hair is all up in my face today. Okay, from here, balancing on the right leg, find a focus point in front of you. We're going to find our tree pose on the right leg. So once again, you can kickstand it, bring the left foot up to the calf, or all the way up to the inner right thigh. And you can use any area around you to help with balance. Keep thinking of that knee that is bent, pressing back behind you, hips are square. And you can play here as much as you'd like or as much as you don't like. If you have music going, maybe you're dancing a little. Maybe you're falling like me. And then you get back up because that's part of it, right? You fall down, but you got to get back up. And then from here, you're going to lift the left foot up, step it wide, 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 back behind you. Virabhadrasana 2, Warrior 2. Hips are open, shoulders relax away from the ears, spread your fingers, flower your toes. Shoulders over hips, sink into the pose. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior so that front knee is still bent. Gaze up at your top hand. Feel that stretch all along the right side and a little bit of a compression in the left side. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, forearm to thigh. Left arm sweeps up or overhead for a side angle or extended side angle. Keep bending into that front knee. And maybe take a mudra here with the fingers, index and thumb touching. Keep thinking of that top shoulder drawing back behind you as the heart lifts. And bend a little more. 3, 2, 1. Rise up. Straighten both legs. Good. And then from here, you're just going to step right back to the front of your mat. Find your focus point, switch sides, balancing now on the left leg, tree pose. Same thing, and this side might be a little different. You might have better balance, you might have worse balance. It's part of being human. Don't be hard on yourself, okay? Tree pose. And then once again, once you get here, maybe you dance it out. maybe you play with closing your eyes. You just get a little playful, a little silly with it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you're going to the beach. I don't have music playing right now, but I have the birds outside and some construction going on nearby to groove to. Then from here, we're gonna lift that right foot up, step it back, 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 back. Virabhadrasana 2. Bend into that front knee. Strong core, strong glutes. Press through that back foot just as much as you're pressing through your front foot. Big breath in, exhale, sink into the pose. Front knee is pressing out, but you're still rooting through all parts of your front foot. Inhale, reach forward. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Front knee is still bent. Breathe. Inhale, come up. Exhale, side angle, forearm to thigh. Right hand reaches up or overhead. And then maybe you take that same mudra, index and thumbs together. Top shoulder draws back. Top hip draws back. Front knee bends. And press through your back foot a little bit more. Find your breath deep into the diaphragm. 3. Soften the face. 2. 1. Inhale, rise up, straighten both legs. Exhale, step to the front of your mat. Hands come by your sides, Tadasana. Soften the shoulders, spread your fingers. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms, make your way back to downward facing dog, however you want to get there. And then from here, you're going to take your left leg up, and then left knee to opposite arm. Kick the leg out so both legs are straight, and you might plop down, or maybe you can smoothly slide down. And if you're kind of confused, take a little look at me. So you're literally just going straight down with the legs straight. So it's called, I forget what it's called, fallen sage or fallen star, something like that. And then you're just going to come down and rest here. So legs are straight. You're just chilling on that left side of the body. You can stay with the upper body lifted or come on down onto the forehead. If there's any pain, maybe bringing a blanket underneath the left side of your body that's resting against the mat here. And see if you can soften in the toes. Notice if there's any tension in the fingers, relax. If you really like this, stay here longer. Or inhale, come back up onto the palms. We're going to reverse this. So curl your back toes, press into the palms, lift the hips, step back, down dog. And if it does not go that way, any way you need to get back to down dog, that's the right way. There's no proper way of stepping back from this pose. And then from here, you're going to take your right leg up, right knee to left arm, kick it through. So both feet are down. So you're in like a variation of our fallen triangle. And then you're going to just come all the way straight down. So you're on your belly. Maybe forearms are down too, or head is down. And if you know the proper name for this, please tell me in the comments. And I'll add it to the description of the video. Or maybe I'll do a little research and try to figure it out. Because I should know it, but I don't. I know that it feels good. Keep breathing into the lower back and the hips and the legs as you soften the toes and the fingers. Relax the inner thighs. And stay here longer, or start to lift the torso up, but instead, we're just going to roll onto our backs. Draw our knees into our chest. Rocking side to side. If you want to take a headstand, now is your chance. Do your headstand. shoulder stand, happy baby, or you can literally just stay like this with the feet lifted and knees up. You can turn and put your legs up against the wall. My goodness, there are endless possibilities here. Isn't that a beautiful thing? The power of choice. So, if you're taking happy baby, catch your big toes to the outsides of your feet. Arms come to the inside of the legs. Feet lift up like you're holding the ceiling. Tailbone comes down, and knees go towards the armpits. Maybe starting to close the eyes. 3 breaths. Obviously, if you want longer, you can pause the video and just do your thing, you know? Stay here as long as feels good and complete for you. Reconnecting our mind, our body, our breath, and our heart. If we're not doing that, then truly, what the heck are we doing? And then from here, if you want to take some spinal twists, taking the knees to each side. And you can stay longer or shorter. Just making sure to do both sides. And then when you are ready, I moved a little fast there, you can stay longer. Start to move into your final resting shape, your Shavasana. And that's going to look different for each of us. Maybe you get some pillows and blankets, or you rest on your belly or your side, or you like to do it seated. Find a place where you can mindfully let go and relax and give yourself a chance to rest, but staying awake and present. Soften the fingers and the toes. Inhale, breathing in halfway. Pause. Breathe in all the way. Fill the lungs up. Fill the diaphragm. Pause. Open your mouth. Let it go. Staying in your Shavasana for as long as you can. I say the longer the better, but this is where I am going to leave you today. Thank you so much for joining me, and hopefully the stars align where I am going to be posting more frequently. I'd like to. But yeah, I'm so happy that you're here with me on this journey. If you have any requests, questions, comments, please let me know. I got you. You got me, I got you. Thank you. Have a great day. Namaste.